XRP holders are uniquely something I have come to know as a quantum creator. It's interesting how much the word quantum comes up in the XRP world. We have the quantum financial system, which we anticipate we're moving into. And I've discovered this whole world of something called the quantum creator, which I've been developing my thoughts on personally over the last 6 months or so. And a quantum creator is a concept that I've kind of come across with the likes of Joe Dispenza. Now, what's interesting is I've been thinking about this on my own, developing my own thoughts about this and about awareness and vibrations and making things happen. I always want to say manifestation in a Jamaican accent. Manifestation. It's about manifestation and putting something out into the world and noticing how that impacts your world and your life. Now, in the whole quantum world, the idea is, certainly I am summarizing this like crazy, but essentially everything is energy. That tree, energy. When you go down far enough, you've got this piece of wood about on this fence right here. You get down to the atomic level. The space in between the atoms is basically nothing. There's no thing there, right? That's where we get nothing from, no thing. But what keeps these all together? What keeps those subatomic particles together? Well, it's actually just energy. And so if you can manipulate energy, which you can, because we know that there is such a phenomenon as when a light particle is observed. This has got pretty complex, but if you're on my wavelength, you're going to watch the rest of this video anyway, and you know what I'm saying. Essentially, light reacts differently if it's being perceived or not. And you can Google the whole atom split light theory thing. Essentially, a light particle is either depending on how it's observed, I'm butchering this, depending on if that light molecule or light particle is observed, it reacts differently, meaning that energy reacts differently when you put intention to it, when you perceive something. So, summarizing all of that and bringing that to something more known, if I consciously believe and I perceive myself as someone who is healthy, fit, someone who has a six-pack even, let's just go superficial with it, eventually the actions I take as a person, if I have that belief, will manifest in my life. So let's give an example. If I perceive myself as someone with 10% body fat, and I believe that in my soul, like I truly believe I'm a person with 10% body fat, I can walk around and there'll be little decisions in my life that are presented to me that I will make a decision on based on who I am, who I believe I am. So, for example, I'm walking down the street, I'm super hungry. I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. There's a Burger King right there. As someone who believes they have 10% body fat, which is less body fat than I currently have. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm in decent shape, but I'm not 10% body fat. My belief about myself as who I am would naturally be someone who doesn't eat Burger King. I don't eat fast food. I am someone with 10% body fat. I don't eat fast food. So I walk straight by that fast food restaurant, and instead, what I decide is that I am someone who is 10% body fat, and I get there because I practice intermittent fasting. All of a sudden, the energy behind the word hungry has changed connotation. All of a sudden, hungry is an accurate reflection of who I am and has impacted the decision I have made that day because I believe I am something. Conceptually though, how you believe the world to be, eventually you will put yourself in a world like that. So right now, if I can say I believe I'm a 10% body fat person, it's not true, but my actions will lead me to a point that solidifies that to me. and potentially even the outside world, depending on who you surround yourself with. So why do I say all of that? Well, we have often believed that the world operates on something called causality. There is a cause and there is an effect. So you do something and then something happens. What the quantum creator is essentially telling you that you can create the world around you. The same thing goes for the six-pack. I believe I have a six-pack, or I believe I have 10% body fat. I will make decisions and lifestyle choices that will eventually bring that to me. And the same goes for quantumly creating your financial future too. So if we look at your financial future and the assets that you've been investing in, look at yourself. Who am I right now? What is the person that I have quantumly created right now? Well, look at yourself. Where do you live? What's the value of the house you live in? What's the car you drive? What's the value of your portfolio? These are things, statistics, essentially in your life that you have created you've created that. You have caused an effect. Everything that you have done in your life, every decision you've made, that is the cause, and the effect is who you are right now. But knowing that we can manipulate energy means that you can actually cause the effect, not rely on cause and effect. Okay, so the causing effect idea and quantum creator idea bleeds into everything in life. So I'm not speaking from like this wisdom perspective, because I haven't gone through enough life to have a sufficient amount of that. But what I can say is that every little thing I've set my mind to, financially, for the business, everything I've devoted energy and attention to into like the idea of manifesting that reality, I've noticed that I'm more in control of things than I realized. I am a quantum creator. I've got big plans. There's a video coming out in 2 years on my YouTube channel that I filmed 6 months ago, talking about the quantum future I am creating, and that when that video comes out, I will have already created so much of that. Because I have set my mind to make this much money with my business, or this much money with my crypto portfolio, to become this person physically, to become this person spiritually, or the way I view money, the way I view the world. These are all things that I am quantumly affecting right now. I'm creating that reality for myself. So what's the purpose of mentioning all of this? It's quite a tangent from the normal content here. The purpose of saying all of this is that I believe that anyone can do basically anything that they want. You just have to change your energy about something, change the decisions that you make. Walk past the fast food restaurant instead of going in to have 6 quick chicken nuggets. Become the person now who you want to be, and all your decisions that you make from that point will lead you to the result. You just will get there. And you can call that manifestation, but it's more causing effect. It's being that quantum creator, not allowing life to happen to you, but you happen to life. And you make life. You make everything that you have. Because you have made everything you have right now. But what if you tried to make more? I just think there are things within our control right now, purely from a crypto perspective, that will put us in a quantum creator situation. And it is my rationale, considering that we're in take profit season, where in this season, which is why I'm uploading a lot recently, we need to be devoting considerable attention to who we want to become financially, specifically in the crypto world, and causing effect. The cause in this situation, the effect is obviously who you want to be and who you want to become, the amount of money you want to make in crypto. The cause part, the part where you cause something to happen, in my mind, is having a plan of action to move forward. How do I take profits? How much do I hold on to for long term? How much do I keep and actually take profits on so that I can enjoy my life while I have it? Not to get too dark. This is the priority. This is why I'm posting so much now. The priority is making a plan of action to take some benefit from this bull run, while also satisfying that urge within you to hold for the long term. If you can do both of those things, you are golden. I've had plenty students who've joined the program who don't have this problem anymore, but they've seen the prices go skyrocketing. They've seen the prices come way back down. They didn't do anything about it, missed out on millions of dollars because they were too emotional to make a move or just didn't have a plan. The plan, of course, removes emotion. I guess what I'm saying is, if you really wanted to put into action this cause, to cause an effect, to manifest the future via manifestation, hit in the face by a tree. you would start consciously putting energy and attention towards creating a plan of action. The only way right now that you can make money from crypto is the actual action of taking profit. What is the actual action of taking profit? Well, it's clicking sell. Not on everything, that's not a good plan. Clicking sell, that is what brings the money to your bank or to wherever you want it to be, into stablecoin, whatever. It's the actual action for clicking that button. But you will never click that button if you don't have a plan of action. I've seen it too many times. So many students of mine have seen it as well. So I urge you, if this is like the motivation, again, another word I want to say in Jamaican, motivation. If this is the motivation for you to start manifesting this new reality, you want to be that quantum creator, this might just be the first step for you. And I urge you, if that is you and you want to start a conversation with me and my team about how we start putting that plan of action in place, leave the number 10 in the comments and we'll reach out and start to develop that conversation even further. The priority right now is taking profits, or at least planning for it, knowing what you're going to do when the prices start going up. This to me is the action that creates the reaction. This is causing an effect. Okay, I'll leave it there. Thank you.